I think they're finally used to it in our place.
Wolverine cosplay. I'm Batman.
Thank you very much. You scared the crap out of me.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We have got a beauty for you today. This is a Lucky Leifer made by a company called Hufvud, which I had never heard of before. That's H-U-F-V-U-D, Hufvud. Basically what caused this is I recently went on an Indiana Jones adventure to San Francisco. For those of you that pay attention to this channel, that was quite the adventure. Lots of video on there of that trip. And I've been insanely jealous of my wife's Indiana Jones hat for years and years and years. And I wanted to get one where the felt in my hat rivaled hers. This is ShanChan's hat, and the golden standard for Indiana Jones hats. I will take this out so you can get a good look at it. I still haven't done a review of this hat, and it is on my to-do list. This is the Adventurebilt Legacy hat made by Penman. And it is made out of Portuguese beaver. And boy, does it feel nice. It's like super duper floppy, buttery smooth. I have never found another hat that has felt that feels like this. Problem with it is it's a little bit floppy, so it's hard to get the brim shaped on it. But ShanChan wanted a Temple of Doom hat anyway, so that's kind of the way the Temple of Doom hat looks. So that worked out. I would buy one myself, except this is a $950 hat here in 2024, and I don't really want to pay that for a hat. I just don't, no matter how awesome it is. But I sure am jealous of it. She's had this hat for years and years and years. I think we might actually have video of Penman putting it on her head personally. It's got that little rose in it because we just recently went to Virginia City, and she put that in there so that she could wear it with a Victorian gown that I bought her. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, the other coolest hat we have in the house also belongs to ShanChan. And it's this one right here. The felt on this one, oh my god. It says it's only a 50X beaver, but it feels amazing. It feels better than any other hat we have in the house other than this one. And I got this on a frickin' steal. It was in a Western cowboy shop, and it was $300, and it just happened to be ShanChan's size. And we were able to get the hat band off of there. And so now we've got multiple hat bands that we can put on there and make it kind of look however we want it to. The company that made this hat is now out of business. Tombstone International Hats. I have tried to find them, but I hear that they have gone out of business. And again, this is a 50X beaver. And this hat feels incredible. Well, I'm the hat guy, and the two best hats in the house as far as felt quality are both ShanChan's. And that annoys me. So, I went fishing for another company that would make hats out of Portuguese beaver. And I got a hold of Trent Ryan, who is a superstar in the Indiana Jones community. I respect that man very, very much. And he had a video on his channel of a Hufvud hat. And in his video, he said it was better than any hat he'd ever seen. So I contacted Hufvud, and the guy running the place, I believe his name is Mikhail, And I just asked him straight up. He's very, very good at responding to messages on Facebook, by the way, if you need to get a hold of him. And I just asked him straight up. I said, hey, I hear you've got a Portuguese beaver hat, and you'll make it for a hair over $600. And he said yes. And I had nothing to go on other than Trent's word. And I was like, okay, well, here goes nothing. So I ordered a hat from him, and it took about 2 months, and here it is. So I ended up reshaping the crown on this hat. I think Mikhail forgot that I was asking for a Last Crusade version, and he sent me a Raiders version, complete with the Raiders turn. I loved the look of the hat. He sent me photos, and I'm like, well, I wanted an LC, but it looked so good. But for whatever the reason, the Raiders turn doesn't look very good on me. So when the crown was, or the pinch in the crown was off center, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to reshape it anyway, so I might as well give it an LC look. So this crown is my doing. I will send you photos of what the hat originally looked like, and he specializes in the Raiders bash. Also, he makes incredible Bogart hats. I really, really want to get one. So many different styles and colors, and oh, they just look fantastic. You can there's a marketplace link on his website where you can go and look at pre-made hats that you can just buy right away. And boy, there are some beauties on there. If you want examples of his work, that's a good place to start. Anyway, he offers 50x beaver, 100x beaver, which is what this is, and a nutria also. I think he offers the 100x nutria. I have never had a nutria, never touched one, never felt one. I've been hearing good things about them, but I'm very, very curious. At some point, we will probably get one for this channel, if I can get the funding for it. So yeah, if you want to help, join the Patreon page. Anyway, back to the hat. So, I reshaped this in an LC, so it's got the nice tight pinch there in the front, and I went for a bit of a cowboy curl on the sides. Now this one is not nearly as floppy as ShanChan's Adventurebilt. This one actually has a little bit of oomph to it, which I actually like because that allows me to shape it easier. But the feel of this, oh my god, it is really, really nice. This is probably the best feeling felt out of any of the hats that I own. It is not quite as good as the Adventurebilt, but I mean, it is right there. This one is only a tiny, tiny little bit better. And for 350 bucks, I'll take this one all day long. I mean, it is, oh man, now that I'm feeling them like back to back, I mean, it is right there with that one. This one, it's right there with that one too. Like I said, these are the two best in the house as far as felt quality. Yeah, this one feels very, very similar to this one. And like I said, this one probably only feels just a tiny, tiny little bit better. Supposedly, there is something that Penman does with his hats as far as the way he treats the felt that makes them feel nicer than the competitors. But whatever that secret is, he hasn't told anybody. This is a Penman up top here. This is his standard beaver option. This is the Raiders one. I redid the crown on this one too because this one also came with the Raiders turn and I didn't much like it. So I changed that one as well. This one, there is no comparison. The Hufvud is by far superior to that one. I'm not sure what the regular beaver is going for these days. I think it's somewhere around the $700 mark. So that hat is actually more expensive than this hat is. And this felt is nicer. There is no doubt about it. Now the coloring on this one is very interesting. This is the standard sable model. For comparison, here is the Herbert Johnson in deep sable. And you can see there is a significant difference. Now, if you look at the Penman Raiders hat and this one is a little bit, you know, darker than Penman's. Over here, let's see, where's my Sorry, folks, too many hats. So this one here is a screen capped in 100% beaver. Again, very nice hat. But the felt on this one, better. Now the color, this one is Brian's Deep Sable offering, by the way. And the color here, you can see that the Hufvud is a little bit lighter. So the color is kind of funky on it. I'm going to have to go out and take some pictures of me in different lighting situations with the full Indy gear on and just kind of see where it's at. But I've taken plenty of pictures with this Raiders hat here. And if that one looks good, I see no reason at all why this one won't look good. So anyway, let's look at some other things on the hat besides just the felt. But the felt is, I mean, I am just crazy about this felt. Oh my God. I finally got a hat where the felt quality is on par with the ShanChan's hats, which is exactly what I was after when I bought this hat. Now if you look at the inside here, very nice. White satin lining. That's how you spell Hufvud, by the way. And this is the 100X Beaver. And then on the back here you've got size 59. That's all going to be on the inside of this really nice, it's like a mahogany covered hat band. Now, when this guy says it's a 59, he means it. It ain't like the screen capped where it's a 59, but fits like a 58 and a half. I wear a 58 and a half, and that Herbert Johnson fits me perfectly, which means it ain't really a 59. This one is a 59 and is just a hair too big, which is what I was expecting when I ordered it. But I told him I was a 58 and a half, and he suggested that I get the 59. So all I did was I took a little bit of newspaper and I stuffed it inside of the sweatband there, and it fits just fine. I'm also planning on growing my hair out again, so when I do that, this hat's probably going to fit me perfectly. The thing that bugs me about growing my hair out is only like half of these hats fit me once my hair gets to be a certain length. I love the screen cap because they seem to fit me no matter what. Got the one here, and then my LC over here by Brian. Those two hats fit me no matter how long my hair got, and then when I cut my hair, they still fit. So obviously there's some kind of sorcery going on there, but whatever Brian's doing, it's working. So anyway, back to this hat. I will go ahead and try it on for you so you can see what it looks like. Alright, now that is an LC hat. All the dimensions on the brim are correct. It's got that little cowboy curl. There's enough oomph in the felt that I can curl that and it will stay that way, unlike the Herbert Johnson. I didn't even need to use a steamer or anything. All I did was go like this a little bit and it just stayed. It's awesome. The pinch is perfect. The little bash in the top here is perfect. The felt feels amazing. As you can see, it's still got quite a bit of flexibility. It's on par with, you know, the Penman Beaver or the screen capped as far as how flexible the brim is. It's not nearly as pliable as the Herbert Johnson, but nothing I've ever seen is. But if you saw my video on the Herbert Johnson, it makes it hard to shape the brim. I could not get the cowboy curl in the Herbert Johnson because the felt was too floppy. This one I can get it super easily. And if you look at the 3/4 shot, that is an LC hat. I mean, it looks phenomenal. So yeah, I am over the moon with this hat. I finally got one that's got the felt quality I was after. It didn't cost me, you know, $950. And I don't have to be jealous of ShanChan's hats anymore. So, Mikhail, I am blown away by your product. It is absolutely fantastic. Everything that I wanted. Your communication was awesome. I'm really, really hoping to get a Bogart from you at some point in the future. Just kind of waiting for the right one. Maybe that emerald blue or something like that. Something that's really unique and interesting. Sometimes I just watch his YouTube channel because he's got like little 40-second clips of all the hats that he's made, and you can just watch them in succession. And it's like being in the store. And like every single hat is just gorgeous. And I don't get tired of looking at them. No. Anyway, you can check him out, like I said, on his YouTube channel. He's got stuff on hat making there too, like the process of making a hat. But the real gold is just in watching his little clips of all the hats on there. And his marketplace too. Great place to look. So anyway, thank you so much for the hat. I love it. It's going to see a lot of action. And thank you for the rest of you for watching. If you like what you see, you can become a patron at patreon.com, Captain Westicle. And you can check us out on Facebook as well. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a great day.